Hey, what's going on, guys? We are here at, I'll show you. We're here at Vitagliano Winery right now. Nobody's here but us. So we're just gonna hang out, talk for a minute. I am drinking their 2017 Tempranillo, which is actually a really good wine. It's a Spanish wine. I like it. So, drinking some of their Tempranillo, and we're gonna pair that with. I'm gonna knock out one of these, a Black Swan. Get rid of that guy. But anyways, so what do we want to talk about today? So, I think talk about cigars. That sounds like an appropriate thing to talk about. So I started casually smoking cigars a long time ago. I don't remember when. I remember starting, I think, when I was on active duty back in early 2000s. I don't remember the exact first time. I don't remember any of that shit. But I remember it was a very casual thing. Fast forward, I was having some issues. I was having some issues with some years ago with depression, anxiety, anger, just overall mental health. And I went to the VA for help, and they told me my first meeting with a provider would be in 5 months, which was crazy to me because when you in process with the VA, you have to meet with a social worker who talks to you and assesses you. And the social worker assessed me as being high risk for self-harm. And they still said, oh, it's going to be 5 months. And I said, well, can I see another provider? And they said, no, you have to see your assigned provider first. And I said, well, can I do community care? And they said, no. They said, she needs to refer you to community care, but you have to have your first meeting with her for her to do that. So I had to wait 5 months. And then on the day of our meeting, after 5 months, I get a call from her assistant who says, hey, she called in sick. We're going to have to reschedule you. And the next available appointment is for another 4 months. So I was flagged as being high risk by the VA. And then the same VA that flagged me as being high risk made me wait 9 months before the first time I was able to be seen. So during that time, I was going down a bad hole. I was drinking a lot, and I was drinking to kind of cope because I wasn't getting help anywhere else. So I had my office. I would turn off all the lights in my office, and I would just drink. And I would be in my office because I wanted to get away, And it got to the point where I bought soundproofing, and I put soundproofing up on the walls, and I just wanted sensory deprivation. I didn't want to hear anyone. I didn't want to deal with anyone. I just wanted to drink. Anyways. it got pretty bad. And it got to the point where I started collecting pills. And I was able to finagle it over time after I did, because by the time I was finally seen, I was down such a bad path. And I was collecting pills. I had already decided by the time those 9 months were up. So I was collecting pills, and anyways, long story short, I'm still here. Awesome. But the drinking didn't help. But at some point, I came across going into a cigar shop, and I went and I got a cigar, and I sat down, and the time that it takes smoking a cigar, appreciating the flavors, it kind of, to me, it takes you out of being in your head, constantly in your head, constantly having those thoughts. And I know cigars aren't healthy for you, but they saved me. They saved me, I don't know about anybody else. But for me, they've been the little pockets of time, 30 minutes, hour, whatever it ends up being, that I'm able to just focus on the cigar, focus on the flavors, focus on this and that, and not focus on the other things, And so I know cigars aren't healthy for you, but in some ways, they're healthier for me. And it allows me to have my time to myself. It allows me to go to a shop when I want to be around people. I'm not forced in any way when I don't feel like being around people. And social media is that for me. Social media allows me to engage with people when I feel like I want to reach out and talk to someone. But it also allows me the time to turn off my phone and not give a shit, So why do I do my social media? I do it as a way to stay connected at my own pace. You know what I mean? When I'm ready and willing. Sometimes I just want to unplug. I don't want to talk to anybody for weeks, months. I just want to be alone. And then other times, I need that camaraderie. So I appreciate you guys being along for the ride. I appreciate you guys being a sounding board for me, allowing me to have this platform to chat and bullshit and try to have a little bit of fun. But anyways, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to have my wine. I'm going to have my cigar. I'm going to try to make the most out of being here today. I hope you do the same. Have a good one.